Hello everyone, this is John Buckman and I'm working on the tablet software for the D1 Plus and specifically on the flow profiling. Now this is the first time flow profiling has existed in Espresso, so I'm struggling a bit to figure out how to simplify things, but also how to clearly communicate what the options are and yet not restrict anything because there's a lot of ideas out there, different kinds of espressos. I don't want to prevent them, but I also want to make it really easy to understand what's going on. So let me walk you through what's here, and then in the comments, please post your thoughts about whether you think this works or not. So this is a fairly simple pre-infusion shot. This is a fairly simple flow profiling shot, and the number of seconds of pre-infusion is here, and milliliters per second. And with pre-infusion for our espressos, we always talk about milliliters per second, the speed of the water flow. And as you change the speed of the water flow, this line here changes. Now 4 is a fairly common speed. And I'll explain a little bit why there's a less than and greater than symbol. And the reason is that if you set this, for example, to say 2 bar or 1.5 bar, let's do that, then what's going to actually happen is it won't run for 10 seconds. That's why it's less than 10 seconds, because pre-infusion will fill the coffee puck up and you'll hit 1.5 bar and it'll move on to the next step. And in fact, that's how I think you should usually use pre-infusion, is not actually use the time because you have to get it just right. Instead, just let pre-infusion run until the puck is full of water. There's 2 ways you can use pre-infusion. First is to fill the puck up so it's saturated. The other is to build pressure up in a gentle way. And here's a common way I might do this, is I might extend this to 15 seconds. And then say that I want to go to 4 bar. And all this means is 15 seconds maximum of pre-infusion and stop pre-infusing when you hit 4 bar. Okay? And then we've got a hold here, which is a hold period of how many seconds should we hold at 2.5 milliliters per second. So to recap, this is a pre-infusion, go to 4 bar, don't take more than 15 seconds to do so, and then hold the shot for 25 seconds. Simple enough. Now, if you've been looking at the social media, you've seen this rise concept, and I don't really like it, and I had it in previous versions, and this is my attempt to get rid of it. And it's this guarantee button. And what this guarantee button does is if you don't have enough seconds to get to this pressure rise, then we will rise for you. And let me show you that in operation. Here's what just happened. What just happened is I did pre-infusion for 10 seconds at 4 milliliters per second. And probably in most coffee, you won't reach 4 bar. So that means that after 10 seconds, the D1 Plus is going to just do a quick burst at 6 milliliters per second to get to that 4 bar, and then it's going to transition to the next step, which is the 2.5 milliliters per second. Okay. Now, if you really wanted to compress the puck, you can compress it up like this, and you can see that the chart changes because now it's going to take more time to reach that pressure. So it's trying to get an estimate. Now these are all estimates because coffee is weird and who knows what actually will happen. But then if you drop below here, and you're going to see what's going to happen, that guarantee line goes away. And the reason is that you're probably in 10 seconds at this flow rate going to hit 2.8 bar. So we don't chart it. It's only when you say, here's the guarantee, that we chart, this is probably going to happen. Now, these are probablys because let's say your coffee, I don't know, sucks up a lot of water. You might not reach the bar pressure when this says so. So this is me trying to show what will probably happen with your coffee. And I don't know if that's going to confuse some people or not. But it's my best guess of how many seconds of pre-infusion at a certain flow rate. So I'll give you another example. If I slow this down here, you're going to see that the flow rate is going down and the amount of time that we'll need to get to 4 bar has also increased, which makes sense because you put less water in the puck. So put more water in the puck and it goes down, and if you put a lot of water in the puck, boom, you hit 4 bar without needing that little guarantee to kick in. So, and then go back here. If I turn the guarantee off, then pre-infusion will exit at 4 bar, but it won't necessarily have reached 4 bar. It might just do 10 seconds and it'll just exit. So that's a lot of information to process. Does that make sense? Have I babbled too much? What do you think? Let me know.